Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we just heard the premiere of No Serotonin Radio, and with that came Cold Blue Eyes and Runaway. So let me just say, that was amazing. I'm already singing both of the songs in my head, especially Cold Blue Eyes.
Well, I'm very glad that you enjoyed it.
I think that you're really gonna make it up there. Hopefully you get more opportunities like this, making it out and giving people the opportunity to listen to your music.
Well, what I'm hearing right now, people like the songs.
Oh, I'm sure that this will 100% be on top, especially with the fan base that you have. You've attracted the most people out of everybody, besides GreenSharp, which of course, he has his game, but you're still outdoing him, so I congratulate you on that.
Of course, it all depends how it expands, and thank you.
Tell us a bit about the writing process of these two songs.
Well, Cold Blue Eyes was a song about Julie. She had nice blue eyes, and I kind of just went off from there. And also, my mind was at the time where I was very unsure where my life was heading, and I had very scary thoughts. Then we had to shift to long distance because of college. That's all I can say right now.
Oh, okay, it's all good. It's cool that you keep her in your songs, though.
Yeah.
So the thing I wanted to ask you about was the line "thinking about you every day since you told me that day." What exactly, were you implying with this lyric?
That line in Cold Blue Eyes was to refer to the day where your crush tells you, I like you. And I feel as though a lot of people would have that feeling, just thinking of that person since they told you they like you. A very strong feeling and a relatable line, I would assume.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people would remember that moment in their life. A lot of people have a sort of similar feeling in their life like that. And your lyrics give off that sort of feel with the pop aspect that you gave it. Well, it's been amazing having you here. Hopefully we'll be able to meet again. But stay tuned, everybody, because next up we'll be talking to LanderWay, and we'll be able to talk about his new song, With Being Alone. So stick with Iron Interviews for all the interviews that are coming. So today we have LanderWay here to talk about a song that recently premiered on No Serotonin Radio, and can I just say, you had one of the best beats on this whole premiere. Do not tell anybody I said that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, took a lot of recordings, especially for the drums. Yeah, it was all really nice together.
I can imagine you must have had a pretty clear idea for the song though, correct?
Yes, I did. It was a pretty big project, especially with the story of it. The guitar riffs that you hear, there's two going on in your ears. It's basically like a battle of mixed feelings. That's what I'm trying to symbolize it as. And then you hear the keyboard just playing like two notes, do do. Then like it's supposed to represent a calm feeling of when you're not going through those mixed feelings. And then the drums just builds up to that battle of feelings in the pre-chorus.
Oh wow, that actually explains a really good amount of this major project for you.
It was a big project indeed, and I'm glad the guys at No Serotonin Radio gave me the funding that I needed for the song.
It's great that they're able to make an outlet for small artists like you and everybody who was featured. Now all people around the world will be able to hear it and talk about your songs and lyrics. And the question that we have here is the line from these popular stalkers, time to drive away, seek new lockers. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, I would have people in school follow me around and just constantly just asking how I'm doing because I'm the shy kid with trauma. And basically the popular stalkers refer to the popular people in my school and just either always just constantly follow me around and asking how I'm doing, basically treat me as a pet to them. And then there's the other type of popular people that are just trying to get an edge out of me because again, I'm the shy kid with trauma. For the longest time I wanted to move schools just because of people bothering me too much and just asking me how I feel. They're very good people and just seeking attention because every time I would see them around with different people who aren't like their pets, they would just be the rudest of them all. And like, that just annoyed me so much. Just like, why? Because I'm the one with like all this trauma. I should just be treated as a pet. Why you treat everybody else that supposedly doesn't have such trauma as just like basically terribly? You're treating them terribly.
Oh wow, so you're very straightforward about how you felt towards these people, and you're even able to use that experience in your song, which makes a lot more sense now that you've been able to tell us.
Yep, that's the story I wanted to tell and make.
Well, that's all the time we got here today. Thank you once again to Joseph Lander, and make sure to go check out the song With Being Alone on Spotify and YouTube. And stay tuned because we are still going to interview the last two artists from the premiere of No Serotonin Radio. Hello everyone, we are here with Wayne Green, but is mostly known as GreenSharp, and we are interviewing him about his newly released song, My Regret, on No Serotonin Radio. How are you feeling about the release?
Pretty good. I'm hearing people like it.
The response, let me just tell you, has been incredible. With every artist, everybody's getting their little fan base, which is amazing to see. But now they're discussing your song a lot, so could you give the fans some insight behind your song and some of the meaning?
Well, it is a draft of... It was a draft I posted on YouTube. The instrumental, like some aspects of it was from Sound Force soundtrack. Well, like before I made Sound Force soundtrack. The story part of it, it's an interesting one. It's a perspective of me talking to old friends that I really hate now. And basically, for the longest time, they treated me horribly. And basically, I made bad friends.
Oh, so in a way, you're like calling them out. You're like calling them out, in your own song, which is pretty ballsy. But it'd be pretty cool for anybody to do. At your status, being able to talk about them.
I would expect people wanting to do that. I guess I'm one of those to actually do so.
So, tell me a bit about this lyric. When we were listening to the song, some of us looked at each other and were like, wait, this is a really good, lyric. But it also got me thinking how you view this lyric and why you put it in it. So, as you've been doing this crime since my youth, now you can't hit any more home runs, unlike Babe Ruth. Can you tell us a bit about it?
With this specific group of friends I had, we went way back since 3rd grade, which I guess you can consider it as our youth. They were trouble from the start, but I was too naive back then. And then the home run part, it's supposed to signify that like now you can't deceive me anymore, you can't pull your axe around me anymore. And that will be considered as home runs. And they can't hit any more home runs, unlike Babe Ruth, which is a famous baseball player. He was a pretty good baseball player.
Man, yeah, I do agree, he's a pretty good baseball player. That actually might be one of my favorite lyrics from tonight. Of course, I still gotta listen to Lachtop's song, but right now, you're in the winnings. But anyways, I think that is all the time we have tonight. Thank you to Wayne Green, of course, for coming over and being an amazing guest. And hopefully we get to talk to him again.
You're welcome.
And here we are with Blake Hansen, also known as Lachtop, and the premiere of No Serotonin Radio has officially ended. And what a finish. I must say, you were a perfect closing to this. You must be very, happy and very overwhelmed about everything.
Yeah, it was great to be part of the premiere.
So tell me a bit about your song, What You Want. What it means, what it means to you.
What You Want is my representation of fears, my fears. I would imagine me and a friend, them wanting to yeah, we should be friends, but I'm just afraid, are you sure you really want to be with me, as a friend or either whatever it is? And I'm just judging by my own skeletons in my own closet. I'm not really a great person. I mean, everybody is capable of being evil. Everybody has a skeleton in their closet.
I guess you're right. Everybody does have their own skeletons. So this was your first major song, correct?
I had other songs. Yeah, this was the first one released. This was like the only song I submitted to the station.
Must have been, an amazing experience, especially with your song being the final song to end off this major premiere.
It was pretty cool to be part of the finale. Gave me a special feeling.
Speaking of special, could you give us some special insight on this one lyric that I think one of the people in the back were telling me about? This is where I am now. I cannot complete another vow.
I guess that just represents my state of mind right now. I've been, since I am just so capable of being evil, that like I'm just like trying to do so good deeds. Just trying to let go of a lot of skeletons in my closet. I guess it's just that thought process of what else am I supposed to do now?
Oh, so it's more of like you speaking to yourself in that moment.
Pretty much. That can go for the whole song if some people see it that way.
So now that it's all over, how do you feel about coming back again and maybe even having a collaboration? Because I've been in talks with a couple of the artists, and they've been saying that they are hopefully wanting to do collabs with every other one, and your name was put in there, and rumors of GreenSharp wanting to collab with you have been put out there. So how do you feel about that?
I would be really nervous, but it'll be really cool to collaborate with them. I never really met them. Again, I would really want to meet them, get together, collaborate on ideas.
Well, that's great to hear. Hopefully, we get to get things working and we get to see you again. But most importantly, it was great to hear from you, and it was a great premiere, and you ended it up amazingly. And thank you for being a part of this great send-off of the premiere of No Serotonin Radio. We can't wait to see what you do in the future. We can't wait to see where all of you go.
Thank you. That's really great to hear.
Well, that's all for tonight, folks. Hopefully you get to go back and watch every single interview. But for now, this has been Iron Interviews, where our interviews are solid. Thank you.